Hello YouTubers and fellow Square Enix fans, my name is Daryl from Final Fantasy Fan, and today we're continuing our Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. Today was a good day. Today was a great day. So, been on for a little bit later than usual, 9 PM. At least Western European time, or Dutch time if you will. 9:11 at the moment. We are live Final Fantasy XIV. We were doing the main quest. Rachel helped me with Shiva Extreme. We got the Boralus mount. We have the Kirin mount, because we have all the primal mounts of A Realm Reborn. And we were making our way, or we were about to. Oh, we didn't actually turn it in yet, so I guess we should do that first. Lord Drillman. And then we do good intentions. Because that's, yeah, the main story was picking up quite nicely with the flames. Alright, there we go. Let's try that Kirin mount. Not a massive fan of the looks, but... it has that amazing crystal theme. Very simple, but good anyway. Hey, Professor Void, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Had to end it abruptly yesterday, because of some things. But yeah, today is so. You'd asked me yesterday how was it? Not so good. You asked me today. Amazing. Today was a good day. Today was a really good day. I guess the only downside to today is it's so bloody warm inside, it's making me sluggish. But it is a good day. Praise alone for your safe return. All here prayed for your success, Vextus. Tell us, have our prayers been answered? They sure have. Even stronger than before, you say, and they were truly fortunate for your intervention. Yet it would be wrong to glory in this victory, for it is yours, not ours. Indeed, your very presence here is a testament to the inadequacy of our own preparations. Plainly, it is time we reappraised the threat posed by the heretics, and our readiness to address it. It can no longer say with any certainty that we are equal to the task. But this is none of your concern. Forgive me. Your deeds shall not be forgotten, my friend. You, Eorzea, and your entire order have my utmost thanks. Okay, so now we report to Eorzea. Walking Sense, is it? Yeah. I mean, I'm glad for once as well. Trying to get my life back on the rail. My day was pretty bad, but not that bad. Oh, care to tell me about it, or? You don't have to, though. I'm always here if you want to talk. Though you have to realize that I am live, and technically the entire world can see our conversation. So I do warn people about that. Me personally, I don't really have any secrets, so people can know whatever they want. Of course, there are certain things that are secrets, but like, I'm not gonna give you my ATM. But no, you know, I like to share a lot. I like to be open and honest. I just have to warn people that we are live. Hello, Eorzea. It is not the first time I've seen this stride into the walking sense wearing such a look. Thou art as an open book, Vextus, wherein the tale of thy victories read large. In her redoubled strength, I glimpsed the dark hand of the Paragons. Her return, and her very defeat serveth merely to continue the escalating cycle of conflict. Full glad am I, thine all-suppressing material skills, Vexus, yet still more glad would I be were they not required. Would that Lady Iceheart could be made to abandon her misbegotten crusade, till she be thus converted or else slain. The people of Ishgard will know no peace. Be not disheartened. One day, by the light, the darkness within and without shall be purged, and the Ascians shall taste lasting defeat. We need only have faith. Ah, bullies, yeah, that sucks. Is it one person or is it an entire group? The only advice I can give to that is, and I know it's hard, trust me, for me it used to work. Then again, I was a person that always was good in befriending people. Like, I had people that bullied me like in the first year of school. By the end of our school year, we were like the best friends. But yeah, I usually try to ignore them for the most part, which is extremely hard, I know. And it might not work for all situations, but in my experience it works for most situations. However, being able to ignore it means you gotta have at least a very good, well, I would just say it, figuratively speaking, broad shoulders, I suppose. And if it's like really, really, really bad, well, yeah. I don't know. I know you could go to the dean's office for school, but snitches stick at stitches. You know, it's kind of uncool, I know, that kind of situation. You don't really want to involve the teachers, etc. I would say, personally, try to ignore them to your best of your ability. They get satisfaction from your reactions. If you do not show them any reactions, there's no fun for them to do. Aha, a challenge to set the mind in motion and stimulate the growth of hair. For the sake of my precious treasures, have at you. Order none. 3 open. Alright. Just need to beat him once. Well, don't underestimate bullying, man. That's a real thing. I mean, I'm assuming I'm quite a bit older than you. It's always been a thing at school, whether it was back in the 20s, and the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, whatever. But it's always been a thing, but at least nowadays it's being addressed a little bit more. Bullying is not cool. That sucks. Yep. I mean, that's, well, yeah, it does suck, let's be honest. But, my strategy for something like that has always been try to single out a few guys or girls. Try to single out a few people. Don't try to befriend everyone. Just try to join like someone that's also alone, or a small group. You know, if you see always like 2 people together or 3 people together. And personally, I wouldn't step to the most popular dude in the class. Maybe try to mix up some friends. You know, maybe for lack of better terms, maybe try the oddballs out at first. You know, even if there's a little bit strange. Doesn't matter, you can become good friends, and united you stand stronger as solo. That's good, that's good. I won't bring it up if you don't want to, so just try and help out. Let's see, where are we? Do we have any triple triads over here? Negative. Nothing over here. Right, main quest. Ah, Vexus. My scouts have been keeping a close eye on the black market, and it would seem that our guests have arrived. It would seem that he has hired more than a few men to stand guard. Common folks of no consequence, but they nevertheless possess threat. Even so, I feel compelled to apologize. This is far beneath a man of your standing, and Commander Levieur needn't have dispatched you hither. What powerful man I've ever need of loyal, able-bodied friends. Having found one in you, it's only natural that he would come to rely upon you without hesitation. That's good. As long as it's improving, you know? As long as it doesn't get worse. If it is improving, yeah, then who knows? Maybe we'll end up with a few more friends. Now then, we should make for the burning wall without delay and secure those weapons. The first unit will ensure that the clients do not escape. With me, Vexus. We got Pendragon here. Pendragon. Someone's been playing too much World of Warcraft. Challenge log. Did we have all the trials? Guild tests, I mean. Yes. PvP. Well, I'm gonna join the queue. I'm not assuming that we're gonna do them, but I still have that, this one, for the Moogle stones. I spy the one man, but there are sure to be others. I have a plan. While you approach your sentry and create a distraction, my man and I will slip in past and catch the black marketeers unaware. Once you disperse of the thugs, wait for us on the outside of the tunnel entrance. Any questions? No? Then let us be off. Good luck, my friend. Who goes there? Ah, an adventurer. Damn fool, you should have never come here. Beat you to a bloody pulp. Wait, what? Oh, here it is. Wait for Ilbert to attack the tunnel entrance. Oh, okay. Well, guess we'll commence this. We needed, 48 people, holy moly. Do all of us need to accept that in order to start? I don't understand. What is this all about? Grah. Two more. Surely you're not going to cancel 46 people because two were afraid to click on it. There we go. PvP, man. I haven't even set up my PvP bar yet. I just need to join for the Moogle thing, so it doesn't matter if we win or lose. There we go. I will focus on PvP another time. I died quickly. Like, I'm not even sure what I'm doing right now. How is it red? Are we red? I don't know. Are we blue or are we red? I have no idea what's going on. Why am I a tank? I die like in 6 seconds. What is this? I have absolutely no idea what's going on. I'm not even sure what team I'm in. I think I'm... No. I'm the red team, I suppose. I have still no idea what's going on here, really. Like, I'm not even sure if we're winning or not. I just want to be able to buy one of these, but... I'm assuming we're losing because we only have 17 of this, whatever that is. I guess that's our core strength, yeah. Okay, well, we got the thing that we needed, so I'm gonna invest in this some other time. Bye. Man, that was a chaos. I don't even know what I was doing. The PvP used to be so simple. Now they got some weird robot machines and God knows what else, but... yeah, like I said, it's all about the Moogle treasure trove. That was the important thing. Well... he ain't moving no more. You killed him, Ilbert. As you can see, he's a fine mess. When I tried to restrain him, he drew a hidden blade and lashed out. But before I could disarm him, one of my subordinates panicked. And this is the result. How foolish of me to underestimate the bastard and to bring an inexperienced recruit. Mendelevier will be most disappointed. Damn it all. Golden opportunity wasted. As for the clients though, we know not now. They slip past our perimeter. At present, the first and the currently tracking a party of disc-wide sellswords. Suspect maybe them. Would that we could have enlisted the aid of the immortal flames or the brass blades. Alas, we're here to aid them. They are in no position to aid us. Well, at the very least, we've secured the weapons. Yet even that accomplished is lacking, for the information we received indicated a massive shipment, and this is anything but. It's one crate. Best laid schemes. Ilbert would like nothing more than to have this incident forgotten. I will join the first in their hunt for the Dusk-White sellswords. If the gods are good, we will catch them before they escape into the Black Shroud. In the meantime, I ask that you deliver these weapons to Ulda in my stead, and trust them to the third Yuyohase. He will take care of the rest. Well, perfect, because I needed to go here anyway, to turn those Mog Stones in. Ulda, the steps of Nald. Nafal. False balls. That's what Raban always says. False balls. Alright. Let's get those mock stones. There he is. This one. Claim rewards. 20 of them. Nice. Exchange. How many do we have? We have 89. Alright. Let's see, what else can we buy? I think I'll go with... Wait, let's see. We have that. We have that. Yeah, I'll go with the Emerald Carbuncle earrings first. Right, wait, now that we're here... Because it's been a while since I've been online. I mean, I was on LAN yesterday, but all the timers have expired, so that's good. Let's get our squadron. We also have something that could go in the guild bank. Let's see. How did the mission fare? Alright, time to get some seals. Got, I can keep that for a second. keep that. Keep that the even star set. High elegant. Okay, we can get rid of that. That's Red Mage. It's also Red Mage, but then we can sell that one, the Thunderstone. I don't need that. What else? So far loot. Too many green stuff. Wave Shamshir, nah, we don't need that anymore. Wave Axe, I believe that's currently the best one I have. Yeah, okay. Let's not do that one. Wave Chris. Wave Staff. Wave Grimoire. This is the best one we have, the Wave Cane, so put him. Shield. Where's our White Mage? Is that a 200? It is. I don't need that. Breakblade. Iron Shield. I wish I could select like multiple at once. Is that an option? Like, click? No, I can't. Okay, that should have emptied our inventory quite a bit. Let's start on the lower rank. These are all weapons, armor. How about material? Don't need, nope, don't need any of that. Go here, weapons, armor, material. I already have all of these. Sanction. Private companies, enhanced properties. Crested barding, we have that. We don't have any of these. How do I do that again? Click here and then search. Okay, let's buy these then. That's all stuff for when my girlfriend can decorate the house when we buy it inside the game. I'll probably give that to one of my, if I can, to one of my retainers. There we go. Until we unlock a new slot in the guild bank. Maybe I should drop in another 500,000 in the guild bank, because we got 600k right now. So what else were we looking at? We had challenge logs. So we got a ceiling fan and lamp, an armoire, storage bench, utility cot, desk, a strongbox, and an Eorzean map. This is all PvP. I'd rather not do that. We got fates. Yeah, we still need to do some fates as well. But let's do something important for now. Does she have any space left? She does. Faded copy. Let's throw them in here for now. So we'll find a better spot for them. Then we have that. That's for later concern. Review. They are now level 37. How about my other retainer? Alright, let's start with my other one. Mimiru. Check her gear. Retain it, there we go. Gear score is 32. Assign adventure. Field. Have fun. $18,484. There we go. Withdraw. What else is she still selling? Next one, this one. Assign attribute and gear. There we go. First up, the sword. Alright, we sent you out on a mission. Right. Can we sell the green ones? They're not going to be worth much as seals anyway. probably just extract the material first before we sell it, right? Alrighty, we're back. Sorry, had to do something there for a second. Someone at the door. Extract material. That one. This one. Alright, let's throw them up on the auction house. And then we'll continue with the story. This one, 1459. 4095 main. This one. Let's make it 3300. One. And 3300 for two. This one's worth nothing. Did I check it right with that one actually? Yeah, that seems right. Okay. This one's worth nothing. $19.50. All right. Put this up for sale. I guess not. We'll just sell that. Alright, main story. Hello, Eorzea. Ah, the Warrior of Light, ever reliable friend to the Crystal Braves. You have my deepest thanks for your assistance in Curvis. Now, what brings you to us this day? Small crate of weapons. A gift of weapons from a certain black marketeer, courtesy of Captain Ilbert, you say? Understood. Once we've cataloged the contents, I'll have them delivered to the Halls of Flame. This cannot be everything, can it? Real stated with confidence that there would be a far greater quantity of weapons. A blatant falsehood. Clearly Real is unfamiliar with the ways of Ulden merchants, who ever strive to present themselves as great as they are. We should be thankful that this information was not completely erroneous, and that we managed to achieve anything of worth at all. It's still something worth celebrating, isn't it, Lieutenant? Besides, we got more important things to worry about, like fighting those Garleans up north. There will be no fighting if I have anything to say about it, or orders are to stand watch, not to see glory in battle. If you have no further need of us, then I shall take my unit to the Cerulean processing plant. Time for the Fourth to earn their keep, eh? Fight well, Alien, for the freedom of all. Excellent work as always, my friend. Rest assured that the Immortal Flames will hear of your contribution until we meet again. Yeah, I'm an Immortal Flame. I'm not a Crystal Brave. Vexus, a horde if it pleases you. Not here. Look for the Sapphire Ever you exchanged. No need for whistle this time, don't you worry. Yeah. He knows someone's lying. Like, that guy's pretty trustworthy. He was of the company of heroes. If he says there was more weapons, there were more weapons. Then again, Ilbert is our captain, so... Thanks for indulging me request. Few places better than the market for privacy, I find. All the hustle and bustle of commerce means not conversations can go unnoticed. I'll get to the point. At the Burning Wall, when you and your captain interrupted the exchange, what happened? Tell me everything. Leave no detail out. That's not quite how the first told it. Those dustwites they were chasing. Latest word is that we lost the trail. But you never saw them yourself. Not before the fighting started, and not after. Something ain't right. I don't know what it is, but I can feel it in me bones. I'm not daft enough to be misled by merchants' drunken boasts. Our information was reliable, goddammit. I know he purchased those weapons. As if I've never deciphered a moneylender's book or had to follow transactions back to its source. Did plenty of work back then when the Braves were getting started, believe me. The commander wanted assurance that we were taking guild from the wrong sort of benefactors. Of course, these days money flows like water, and the first and third get the shiniest new toys. Forgive me, friend. I have a lot on my mind these days. Appreciate you lending an ear. Right then, let's get back to it. Vexus, can you hear me? This is Tataru. Your presence is urgently requested at the Rising Stones. Please come and see me as soon as you're able. Back to Mardona. There's actually something I want to check. I saw a new event being going on right now. With Fall Guys, I believe I saw. Question is... underway until June 20. Yeah, so it is underway. The question is, where do we start it? Not in Ulda, it seems. Okay. I just wanted to check. Probably check the other major cities once we're there. Fall Guys event is underway. Mardona. Where are you, Tataru? There we go. What is wrong? Tell me. Thank you for coming so quickly, Vexus. We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you. A most determined lady by all indications. Tataru seems eager to escort you to the Solar. Our guest is with the End Ascendant in the Solar as present. Let's not keep him waiting any longer, shall we? A rising chorus. I wonder who our, is it Moonbrida? No, from Ishgard. It's Lucia, the blonde girl. Yeah, I knew it.
We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you. I believe the two of you have met.
We have. I had hoped to speak with Commander Leveilleur as well, but I cannot afford to wait any longer. The Lord Commander sent me hither to request your aid in a matter of grave import.
You see now why I had Tataru summon you.
Now that we're all assembled, Perhaps you would be good enough to elaborate on the nature of the matter which brought you to us.
The Observatorium's astrologians have sounded the alarm. Last night, the Dragonstar burned with an intensity not seen in 15 summers. Not since the Dravanians engaged the Empire in the Battle of Silvertear Skies.
The northern sky doth burn full bright upon the Wormlord's call. The red behemoth beckoneth, and flame consumeth all.
The old Curthan rhyme, aye. The brightening of the Dragonstar is said to accompany the roar of a great worm. The astrologians believe that it was Midgard Soma himself who cried out on this occasion.
After an absence of centuries, the King of Kings did return to lead his kind against the might of Dalamud, only to fall in his duel with the Agrius, proud flagship of the Garlean fleet. Devoid of life, his corpse remaineth entwined about the Magitech monstrosity even unto this day.
Eorzea has the right of it. Whatever this alteration in the Dragonstar portends, the Great Worm has shown no sign of life. Tataru, have the Domans reported aught out of the ordinary?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if Midgard Soma had roared, wouldn't we have heard it here in Revenant's Toll?
Roar is but a figure of speech. Dravanians can communicate in ways beyond our ken. It is for this very reason that we are forced to look for signs in the heavens. We cannot say with any confidence that a great worm roared at all, much less that it was Midgard Soma. Only by directly examining the Keeper of the Lake can we be certain. However, it will take too long to gain the Holy See's approval to dispatch the Temple Knights. Therefore, Sir Emric would entrust this task to you. Do you accept? We knew you would not disappoint us. Now, if you would excuse me, I must return and assist the Lord Commander. We have precious little time to prepare.
To prepare for what, pray tell?
When a great worm roars, his brethren cannot choose but answer. We prepare for battle.
Alright, story's going all over the place. We got Ulda, we got the worms. Like I said, shit will hit the fan. Forgive me if I state aught but which I already know, but I would ensure that you understand the nature of your destination. I know. Azurian Jajet, what we now call the Keeper of the Lake, is the wreckage of the Agrius, former flagship of the Imperial fleet, and the corpse of the worm responsible for its destruction. 15 years ago, as the next step in his campaign to subjugate Eorzea, Gaius von Bilsar attempted to seize control of Mordona. So massive was his force that all thought his victory was a foregone conclusion. But an unlikely ally came to Eorzea's aid that day, Midgard Solmar, legendary guardian of Silvertear Falls, burst forth from beneath the waters of the lake and led a host of dragons against Garlean airships overhead. In what would later become known as the Battle of Silvertear Skies, the Great Worm felled countless airships before engaging the Agrius. The ensuing struggle, the flagship's cerulean engines failed and it tumbled into the lake below. Yet this victory came at a great cost, for the explosion which followed claimed the life of the Great Worm as well. That same explosion transformed Silvertear Falls into the desolate wasteland it is today, draining the lake of its water and crystallizing ether for miles around. Yet a remnant of the lake remains, and in its center a constant reminder of that fateful day long ago. In accordance with Sir Emeric's wishes, our Doman allies have been standing watch over the Keeper of the Lake. It would be wise to speak with them before investigating the wreckage yourself. Be careful, my friend. We know not what dangers await you within. Now then, let us not neglect our own tasks. There is much to be done, and precious little time to do it. Speak with the Doman Watch in Mordona. That's what you want, and that's what we'll do, right? Shiny sword. That giant building there is the keeper of the lake. That's a giant ship. A serpent is coiled around it. You're in luck, sir. I was about to send word to Revenant Stoll about the Garleans. Of late, I've seen small airships, likely from Castrum's Sentry, come and go from the Keepers of the Lake. Though I cannot say for certain at this distance, I believe they may be salvaging something from within the wreckage. The Castrum supplies have been cut off for some time, and I'd wager they're desperately in need of spare parts and other equipments. So it's true then, these guardians honestly fear that the worm rises again. Well, from here it seems rather unlikely, but it is assurance they want. You've no choice but to inspect the corpse in its entirety. Easier said than done, given the creatures which inhabit the wreckage and the aforementioned Garleans who won't take too kindly to your presence. You're sure to fire upon the ship, so I advise a more stealthy approach. Take this boat and a few of your comrades to the base of Agrius and climb to the top. It's the only viable approach, I'd say. There we go, the Keeper of the Lake now accessible. The final dungeon, and the final thing we can queue for in A Realm Reborn. Because we are about 90% of the main quest. Maybe, possibly even more. 90, 92, 93, something like that. We're close to the end. Just a final dungeon. It's in between Quarn and Wanderer's Palace. I kept missing my teleport, yeah. It would have been for the better. I would have wasted it. I was gonna look for, I didn't know how long this would last. I was gonna look for, what do you call these things? Triple triads. It's been a long time since I've been here, but I like this dungeon. Very fun. Keeper of the Lake, Ordona. Einhänder. One-hander, basically in German. Should have avoided that. The deck exchange was. Little promotion link here for the battle. Alright, let's see what we're up against. We got this. It's a steady DPS. It's not very high, but it will get the job done. I think the healer DPS as well. That might also be the case. This thing up. No one, no one bothered to open the treasure chest. I'm gonna open them. I want my seals. Maybe there's some pets in there I don't know about. Right, so we killed the first boss. We cleared the barriers. Now we're on to the second boss. The gunship. Yeah, I knew this one. Or I remembered this one. The channeling one. Climbing ever higher into the tower. Where we go? More loot. This place is a lot of loot though. Ooh. Why does all my aggro immediately go to the other guys? Mapping the realm, Keepers of the Lake.
Who treadeth now upon my bones, and waketh me from slumber sweet?
It is I, the Warrior of Light.
Thou hast forgotten the face of thy Lord. Remember, mortal, and fear me.
Let's go. Oh, none of them had that. All of them were watching a cutscene, apparently. Right, interesting. Not all of them. One of them didn't. One already had them. Gotta remember the strategy. I know there was something, but I forgot. Cleansing King. That's his map. Oh, it's no longer attackable. Okay. Where is it? No, so far it's not. Hey baby girl, welcome to my stream. Hope you had a good rest there. Here's the ads. Okay, let me fix that. There we go. I think that's better now. This is quite a loud fight as well, so... How's that, baby girl? Animated version? Animated version. So thou art gifted. Thanks for letting me know. Appreciate that. Wait, keep sticking. And this fight has changed a lot. Quite a long fight. That or DPS is just kind of low. Oh, that's mine to bear. That did nothing. That's only 600 damage. Disgust. I reckon I'll be safe around here. key is to step in between explosions. Going to sleep, enjoy your stream. It's complicated. Appreciate it, baby girl. You have a great night, alright? And remember, I'm here. Call me. Love you, baby girl. Have a good night's rest. I had fun today. A lot of fun. Phantom inner turmoil. I mean, yeah, that's true. Welcome to the stream, JP. Sorry, I should have said welcome first. It's a little bit later than normal, yeah. I had a lot of early streams to this week, but I was busy this morning and this afternoon, and that will always take priority. I stream when I have time left. If I have time left, I'll stream. And that will be for quite some time until I can actually, like, once I have a larger following, or like, you know, once it actually starts generating a little bit of income, then I might have to consider taking specific streaming times. Right now I just stream when I can, without jeopardizing anything else. How you been, JP?
By her gifts hast thou earned a moment's reprieve. Speak, mortal, and I shall listen.
Today was a really good day, if you ask me. Like, whereas yesterday was a shitty day, today is 180. It's the exact opposite. Today was a great day. Speak, mortal, and I shall listen.
Guided by a star.
This is Midgard Solmor talking right now. The King of Dragons. Well, technically Bahamut would be, or Bahamut might be the god of the dragons, and this is the King of the Dragons.
My people have heard the song. Ishgard shall burn. Sons must answer for their father's misdeeds.
And there, I don't disagree with him. I mean, I do disagree with him. A child should never be accounted for his father's deeds. Never.
We do not forget. We do not forgive.
Then again, it is a little bit different. Whereas a human might live 100 years, these dragons would live thousands and thousands of years.
Seven children did I sire. One now singeth of retribution.
Niche.
I rise to join in the chorus. Thou art powerless to silence us, mortal. Yet thou shalt not live to labor in vain.
The one to lead the charge of this attack
Is at hand.
is a really cool battle, and it's actually one I was able to do with the creator of this game. Like, well, the creator is obviously Square Enix, but the director of Final Fantasy XIV is Naoki Yoshida, better known as Yoshi P. And I did that battle together with him on the main stage in Gamescom. That was cool.
trickery is thy shield. This frail, noble creature is not gifted, but chosen.
Yeah, I did. I did.
Hearken to me, Hydaelyn. I remember, and I consent.
Here's the thing. I want to do some YouTube shorts, and this is definitely one of the stories I'd like to share. I actually have a t-shirt to prove that I did that, and the t-shirt was only... You could only get it when you win the battle, when you were playing with the creator of the game, the director. And there were, let's see, 4 days, and about 4 or 5 attempts per day. I don't exactly know how much. Say 5, so it's 20 attempts throughout the entire event. Over a span of 40 hours, because it did be open for about 10 hours a day, so 4 days, yeah. So about every 2 hours there was an attempt. And out of those 20 attempts, is it 20? Yeah, about those 20 attempts, I think only 2 teams made it. It's a team of 8 people, so you would get 16 shirts. And normally you could get these other shirts, like I beat Titan, I beat Ifrit, I beat Ramuh, I beat whatever. You can get them on the stand, you just beat it and then that's it. This one, Nidhogg, that's not this dragon, was an extreme mode. So like an extremely hard version. It was the highest content available at that time. And yeah, we did beat him. And so I won that shirt, and I asked him to sign it, so I actually have a signed copy of that shirt somewhere in my collection. So yeah, definitely want to create some YouTube short videos and see if I can find some pictures of me playing with him. I know I have pictures where he's signing stuff, where I'm on the picture as well, but damn, I look like I was run over by a train. Here's the thing, you're inside these halls, and they're pretty well ventilated, but you're there with like hundreds of thousands of people. And there's PlayStations, there's PCs, there's Xboxes, there's lights, there's music, there's sound. It is chaotic, it is loud, it is warm, it is busy. Spending 5 days, it doesn't matter how well you take a bath in the morning, how many deodorant you put on, how much aftershave you put on. After 6 hours in that place, you look like you've been run over by a truck. Everyone did. Hearken to me, Hydaelyn, and remember not, I consent. Get it?
Fear not, mortal.
This guy will mess me up.
I shall not harm thee.
So we have the blessing. We have 6 crystals of light that's protecting us. Those 6 crystals. It kind of just proves these crystals were gifted by the goddess. And this dragon is just like, nope, I'm gonna shoot a beam at you and now your blessing is gone. There we go. No more blessing of light.
Mayhap thou thinkest me an oath breaker. Thou art mistaken. If thou comest to harm, it shall be by another's hand, not mine. mistress's feeble blessing. Thou didst profit much by her grace, but no more.
Well, that's him. Midgard Solmer.
The covenant binds me to thee.
He shrunk a little bit.
I shall watch, listen, and wait. Fight and struggle, if it be thy will. Man hath ever coveted that which lieth beyond his grasp. I drink of her body, and thence doth mine own find new life. When it hath grown whole, the loyal and penitent shall rejoice. The dragon song heraldeth a beginning and an end.
Like here, he's about the size of my shield now. Once we leave this dungeon, you can see how big he was and how small he is right now. So we lost our Blessing of Light. That's not cool. You may summon Midgard Summer by selecting corresponding entry within your minion guide and then character in the main menu. So, okay, so we can now summon him as a minion. Midgard Summer. There we go. Let's summon him out for a second. There he is. So that's his new form. And that thing right there, that's his wings. That was his old form. Ah yes, I did change my haircut. It's been like this for a while now, though. It's been like this for, I don't know, quite some time. Maybe you just noticed it now. It's a bit hard to see because this place is quite dark. I was beginning to fear the worst. Were those explosions I saw? You shouldn't waste your time talking with me. Alphino left a message, stating you were to return to the Rising Stone at once. Yeah, so I just lost my blessing. One of the highest ranking Immortal Flames betrayed us. What else? A lot of things are going to happen right now. Everything's going to shit. Which is really good in this story. We're gonna get a lot of cutscenes though, because we're now at almost at the end of the original game, and then we'll start content for the first expansion. And expansion 4 is coming out soon, so we still have plenty of stuff to do. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I forgot. He's sitting on my shoulder. He doesn't even fly. He's like, nope, you're my slave now. I'm just gonna sit on your shoulder and I'm not even gonna fly. I'm just gonna sit here. So, I got a parrot. I was looking forward to this event that's about to start soon. Like, everything was going grandiose. This game has, at least from the parts that I know, this game is very good at making you feel amazing. You cleared the world, you saved everyone, and then the next moment, everything goes to shit. And then you build everything up again, and right at that moment when you're thinking, everything's good, everything's fine, another thing happens. This game is real good at that. Praise the 12 that you are hale and whole. I came as soon as Mephilia informed me of Sir Emeric's request. You've completed your investigation, the Keeper of the Lake, I take it? Then I would hear your report. You converse with Midgard Sormer. Midgard Sormer. I swear, were anyone else to take such a claim, I would regard it with a considerable skepticism. Kinda, yeah. Are we to understand the Worm Lord, the Worm Lord, did not perish, and has sooth lain dormant in these past 15 years? Less a resurrection and more of a rejuvenation, for he who dwelleth in eternity, years passing since moments. Though his words were ambitious at times, one statement left little room for interpretation. My people have heard the song, Ishgard shall burn. Clearly an attack is imminent. We must share this information with Sir Emeric immediately. However, we dare not divulge your conversation with Midgard Summer in its entirety. For your own protection and for the sake of the tenuous relationship with Ishgard, the truth cannot leave this room. I accidentally skipped one block of sentences there. As for how we shall prevent our revelation to Sir Emeric's emissary, you may leave that to me. Pray remain here for now. Did I tell them I lost the blessing already? I don't know. She knows. Is there something you're not telling us, Vexus? You seem different somehow. It's almost as if you're missing something. Something important. You could say that again. 12 for Fend. Midgard Summer stripped you of the blessing of light. Are you alright? How do you feel? I see. It is a relief to hear that you are otherwise unharmed. It beggars belief that any being could possess the power to deprive you of her blessing. Midgard Summer made my intention of a covenant, did he not? One of the ancient myths regarding Silvertear Falls state that when the water comes into existence, so did the Great Worm. Alfic and Nimia, brother Time and sister Fate, decreed that Midgard Summer ever watch over the source from which all water and magic was set to flow. I wonder, what if this was the confidant of which he spoke, that it was not the gods with whom he betrayed, but Heidelin herself? Well, if he's watching over you as he claimed, mayhap you will have an opportunity to ask. Let us keep this matter to ourselves. I do not wish to burden our friends needlessly. Yeah, I just lost a blessing. It's alright. We'll be fine. I hope. There he is again. Art thou a pawn, or master of thy fate? What hast thou wrought by thy own hands, mortal? I don't know, a lot, I think. Wasn't all the blessing, right? I did something. Do I still have the echo? I don't know. I should know, but I don't remember.
My friend, I can scarce believe it. You confronted the Worm Lord and lived to tell the tale. I give thanks to Helone for your preservation. It is our sole cause for gladness. Your encounter with the Keeper of the Lake served to confirm our fears. A great worm has roared, and it makes little difference if it was one of the two in Eorzea or any other. The Dravanians are coming.
I am told that Ishgard has magical defenses against Dravanian attack, though I am not privy to their exact nature. Will they be enough to repel a massive force?
Ishgard has weathered countless assaults over centuries. This will be no different. And now that you have confirmed the threat, none can ignore the Lord Commander's calls for the wards to be strengthened. I dare not presume to speak for him, but I expect the Lord Commander would sing your praises. I must away, but we shall meet again soon.
Countless assaults weathered, and this will be no different? Why am I not convinced?
These Guardians have warred with the Dravanians for centuries, nay, nearly 1,000 years. In all that time, not once have their enemies breached their defenses and they entered the city proper. Yet regardless of how strong these magical wards may be, I nevertheless fear that these Guardians are underestimating the gravity of the situation. Though it was not Midgard Summer who roared, a call to arms of one of his first brood cannot be ignored. Until such time as they choose to request our aid, however, we do not, but observe the situation at a distance and pray that our fears are unfounded. Aether on demand. Alphino has a message from Moonbreeder for the Scions. Ere I forget, I believe Moonbreeder has requested the gathering of the Scions. I assume there's been some progress concerning our efforts to combat the Ascians. Pray inform me that our business with the Ishgardians is concluded for the moment. I shall be along once I've completed my communications with the Crystal Braves. Alright, Moonbreeder. All done. We hear talk of dragons? Wonderful, because Ascians are next on the menu. Let's into the solar, shall we? Never a moment's rest, right? Alright, Moonbreeder, how you doing?
Now that everything's calmed down a bit, relatively speaking I mean, I thought it might be a good time to share our progress on the weapon. I believe we're on the verge of a breakthrough.
Well, don't keep us all in suspense.
Just in case anyone's forgotten, let's start by reviewing what we already know. So, an Ascian is an immortal because its soul doesn't return to the ethereal realm when its host is defeated. Instead, it flees to the place that lies between our world and the void. Therefore, the first step to permanently defeating an Ascian is preventing its soul from making this journey. And if you recall, when we last gathered here, I had verified that white auracite has adequate capacity to entrap the beings, albeit only briefly.
Which left the small matter of their extermination.
Aye. To unmake an Ascian soul, one must needs smite it with a concentrated burst, or blade, of purest ether. However, we wanted for both the data and the means to forge such a weapon.
Short of experimenting on an actual Ascian, you see, there's no way to gauge how much ether its soul is made of. As such, we don't know what etheric density our blade needs to have in order for it to work.
So we'll just have to make the densest blade we can and hope for the best. Though that would require a lot of ether. Hang on a minute! Why didn't we think of this before? White auracite can hold an absolute heap of ether, can't it?
Please tell me you're joking. God's sakes, Ida. I feel as though I'm reliving the same scene over and over with you. How many times do you need to be told that white auracite cannot store ether for long periods? Being intangible matter, ether is given to dispersion. Only in its crystallized form is it a stable source of energy. I will test you later on this, so see to it you do not forget.
Right, yes. It's all coming back to me.
I like Papalumo.
So our hopes rest on good old crystals again, do they? While they are certainly reliable, they leave something to be desired in the area of portability.
Indeed. I am reminded of the quantity of corrupted crystals required to thwart Leviathan, and the extraordinary lengths to which the Lamentsons went to transport them. What if it should prove that a similar quantity was needed to destroy an Ascian's soul? Or still more?
I do not envy the poor sod who has to lug all of that around, on the off chance that an Ascian appears.
That's the very problem we set out to solve. And I reckon we've found the answer. If it isn't practical to lug around the ether we need, we'll just have to draw upon another source. And the only viable source is the land.
If you mean to tap the Great River of Ether, know that it will entail considerable risk. Meddling with the currents may well induce a surge like to the one which despoiled Mordona.
Give me a bit more credit, will you? Why would we need to tap the river when there are veritable reservoirs jutting out all over the land? I speak of corrupted crystals. It might be that their aspect is out of balance, but a crystal's a crystal. It contains ether, and we can help ourselves to it.
While corrupted crystals are indeed abundant, there is no guarantee that they will be in close proximity at a crucial moment.
But what if we don't need them to be? What if we could tap their power from afar? A malm away, say? If we could do that, we'd have ready access to ether aplenty in almost every corner of Eorzea. I've yet to put my theories to the proof, but I've got a good feeling about this. If no one has any objections, I'd like to see where this avenue leads.
If you think it worth your while, you have my blessing. But tell us, what are your theories? I, for one, am most eager to understand the process, however vaguely.
I thought you might say that, but no one wants to listen to boring old theories all day, do they? I know I don't. So with your permission, I'd like to try something a bit more hands-on. I've already built an etheric siphon especially for this purpose, and I've been meaning to try it out. Thing is, the profusion of corrupted crystals in Mordona makes it something of a high-risk testing ground. If anything goes awry with the siphon, it would be better if it didn't happen within spitting distance of quite so much ether. Ideally, I need an isolated specimen. Does anyone know where I can find one?
May I suggest northern Thanalan? There you will find corrupted crystals of middling size, standing a reasonable distance apart. Ideal for your needs, I should have thought. Oh, and if you do elect to visit the place, I should be much obliged if you would assist me in another matter while you are in the area.
Has something happened?
Movement has been observed at Castrum Meridianum. During Operation Archon, the Alliance dealt the stronghold a heavy blow. Its facilities were extensively damaged, and its garrison reduced to a fraction of its former strength. Not long after our forces withdrew, however, their ranks were replenished by reinforcements from Castrum's sentry. They now seek to rebuild, and to this end they have their sights set upon the ceruleum processing plant. Having lost the Empire's support, the 14th Legion lacks the resources to sustain itself. To them, this is a bid for survival, and they will doubtless fight like desperate men. Though I have dispatched the Crystal Braves, I fear their strength alone may not suffice to stay the Imperial assault. I would request the Scion's aid in the defensive effort.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to inveigle us into fighting your battle with the promise of shiny crystals. Well then, consider me inveigled. I won't lie, the crystals you speak of sound perfect, so the Garleans have to go. Besides, We can't afford to beat about the bush. There's no telling when the Arceans will next appear.
Thine eagerness to hurl thyself into the jaws of danger cometh as little surprise. Exercise due caution, I prithee.
Though you have become a crystal brave, you are yet a scion, Alphino. We could hardly refuse you. Pray, join the Crystal Braves and lend them your support. Thancred and Papalymo shall accompany you. Ida and Y'shtola, in the meantime I would have you assist Moonbreeder. Scout out the crystal clusters, that the testing may commence as soon as the Garlean threat has been eliminated.
If it please you, I shall continue mine own experiments on white Eorzea.
Thank you, Eorzea. Everyone, pray see to your preparations and depart as soon as you are able. Go well, and be safe.
Alright, that was a long cutscene. I'm just glad it's voiced so I can relax. Leave the solar. It would seem that the events have once more conspired to rob us of rest and recuperation. Though I would wish it otherwise, I must ask that you head straight away to the processing plant. The four of you have already deployed to the area and await the arrival of Scions. Woolrat will brief you on the developing situation. Meanwhile, we must rendezvous with Captain Ilbert at our HQ in Ul'dah. I shall command our forces there with a lighter heart, knowing that you ghosts support the front lines. The duties take you to Northern Velen, do they not? We too must say our farewells to the Rising Stones for a time. Flamen travels to Ul'dah and we shall serve as her escort. At my daughter's behest I go contact certain old acquaintances in the Gilded City. We are beset on all sides by civil unrest and the Imperial machinations. Threatened by primals and troubled by dragons. We need all the allies we can master. Many of my friends hold positions of power, you see, and it is my hope that they can be convinced to aid the Scion's cause. If past events have taught us anything, then we know that Eorzea must present a united front, or we shall fall. Ah, how extraordinary that my little Asilia is involved in such far-reaching affairs. I'm proud that I might now stand by her side, not only as a mother, but also as a colleague. A colleague with influential connections, but I fear that Ul'dah has become a place of danger ever for one so familiar with her streets. Bah, woe betide the black guard that so much as glares in your direction, milady. He's got the same hairstyle as mine. Almost the same color as well. I shall be well protected, it seems. Shall we be on our way then? Most certainly. Yeah, he's a Rogadin. They're the largest race in Eorzea, or in Final Fantasy XIV. At least when it comes to playable characters. All the Rogadins are quite large. I think all of them are above 2 meters. Like here, for example, this guy is also a human. You got 2 human factions. I'm the other one, he's the other one. They're also quite large. I used to be that one, then I changed my character into this one. These are Rogadins, so it's kind of like the same as the other guy. Then you got the Lalafels, that are these guys. They're not kids, they're adults, but they're just small. This guy. And then you got Alazan, the elves. else? Human, female. There's cat races, there's dragon races, there's... let's see. She's a cat, they're relatively small, as you can see. They have a tail. And here's another one. Got a bunny over here. They're about the same size, I guess. And then there's also the... is that her? No, that's also a cat, and that's a male cat. More male cats. This one, the Aura, which are like dragons. They're also relatively small. At least the females are. The males are slightly larger. That's the female version of those giants. Is it? She's a Rugadan, isn't she? Yeah, she is. So there's quite a bit of height difference as well. Where were we going? Speak with Wilred at Northern Telenham. There's actually another race that we haven't seen yet. David, the one who helps me in my channel and the one who helps me did a lot of dungeons, he's that race. It's like a... I don't know, what would you call it? Almost like a werewolf. Like a tiger, I guess. A tiger race. Yeah, this character is 100% human. This is just... It's called Hyur. Hyur in this game. I'm basically a human. The character I wanted to play with my girlfriend, that is Miquote, so that's a cat race. Wilred is also a human. Commander Levieur sent word that you'd be coming. A veteran of talents is more welcome. Now I don't think we can handle the situation, mind you. I've learned a trick or two since the disaster with the Amalja. We'll return to the task at hand. The Flames Reconnaissance Scout have reported Imperial soldiers assembling at Rauban's push. Such a force is likely interested in only one thing: getting their hands on the resources found here at the processing plant. Garleans begin marching at us any time. Pray speak with Lieutenant Edelstein, that we might coordinate our counter strategy. In the meantime, I will inform the others that you have arrived. No doubt there will be welcome tidings. Lieutenant Jaeger, my soldiers had tales of your deeds during Operation Archon. Would that we could sit and wow remnants about old times, but I fear more pressing matters require our attention. The civilian draughtsmen, you see, have come across several suspicious crates which within the boundaries of the processing plant. I've had my sappers take a closer look, and our worst for fear were confirmed. These boxes contain powerful explosive devices of Imperial design no less. By my order, the flame stationed here are conducting a thorough sweep of the compound as we speak. Though it troubles me that we're unable to apprehend the Imperial spy behind this, I have faith that our men will be able to neutralize the threat for now. In the meantime, our scouts bring troubling news on the latest movement of the Imperial army, and would once again ask for your aid. On the counter-offensive, Lieutenant Edelstein wishes to share a report with you concerning the Garlean movements. We've been keeping a close eye on the Garlean garrison, and it would seem that the Imperials have finally begun to mobilize. According to the reconnaissance report that just came in, the squads seen to leave the Crestrium are too few in numbers to effectively take and hold their position. They will likely mount a swift assault and focus on the acquisition of resources. I have of course also shared the report with the Crystal Braves. They decided to take the field to meet this assault head on. I've appraised your fellow Scions of the situation. I'm heartened to know that they will be joining the effort. Pray report to Lieutenant Aliane and lend your much welcomed strength to the counter-offensive. Alright, we're gonna attack them again. No rest for them. Glad to have you with us, Vextus. I am sure Lieutenant Edelstein has explained, the Guardians have deployed a small force from the Crest Meridianum. Their main column assembles to the north, near Dalamud Talents, where we've also spied several squads attempting to conceal themselves on the approach to the west. They wish to rush forth and commit to battle with the main column, leaving the detached force free to raid and plant and pillage supplies. Not much of a strategy, but they sure are desperate. Captain Ilbert. Greetings, Scions. I understand the commander bid you and your fellows to lend a hand to the Braves? With such mighty heroes at your disposal, the force should have little trouble contending with aught the Guardians might throw at them. But even you cannot be everywhere at once. The fur was getting restless, holed up in Ula, so I marched them out here to fill any holes in the plant's defenses and add their numbers to your counterattack. The reinforcements are welcome. We have enough soldiers now to divide our own forces and safely engage the enemy far beyond the walls. Aye, it would be best to avoid a staging battle anywhere near this March Cerulean. Let's take the fight to the Garleans. A wise course, indeed. I shudder to think of the consequences should any of the storage tanks be exposed to fire. If there are no objections, the Scions shall join the 4th and give battle to this main column. You're with the 3rd, dead warrior of light. Your job will be to intercept these squads hiding out in the west to prevent them from reaching the processing plant. We're ready to proceed. Report to Lieutenant Yuyahase. Scouts should have a rough idea where the Imperials have concealed themselves by now. Right. Report to Lieutenant Yuyahase. Gonna take the fight to the Guardians this time. Pleasure to be fighting at your side once more, Scion. Our opportunities invariably succeed when you're around, and victories are wont to pave the road to Greater Koi. Now, this detached force we've been seen to send to eliminate has split into smaller squads. The better to conceal themselves within the terrain hereabouts, I imagine. We'll need to split ourselves up as well to cover more ground and make sure we root out all those who would be raiders. Seeing as you're an army unto yourself, I have assigned you to your own area. Scour clean of enemy soldiers. Aye, this will be a simple search and destroy. We'll rendezvous back here when the task is done. Happy hunting, Scion. Alright, well he's not wrong. I'm a one-man army. Even though I lost the blessing of light, surely I can beat a few warriors of Garlean Empire. That's one. 2. You seem green, Scion. I'll take that to mean that. Between us, more than a few Garleans won't be making it back to the Castrium. These Imperials, though, they certainly made us earn our pay. Would be happy if I never had to tussle with another one of those Magitech horrors. It is time we bid this war-torn land farewell. I will contact the 4th and let Lieutenant Allier know the west is now clear. I would appreciate if you would do the same when you report to Lieutenant Edelstein. Lieutenant Jaeger, what news of the Guardians? The raiding parties you know more then. Excellent. The Amalgina engineers will be most relieved to hear that the plant is no longer in immediate danger. Thank you again for your assistance. An uninvited Asian. Lieutenant Edelstein appears to be concerned for Mubrida's well-being. You must be anxious for word of your fellows. Lieutenant Allier has reported a sound victory over the main column and informs me that the Scions have already turned their attention to other duties. All but one, the Rogadan lady with the large axe, would appear she has chosen to remain at the site of the battle. I know not what tasks she keeps from returning to civilization, but Northern Fenland is no place to wander alone. Even a capable sword such as her, I would certainly feel better about anything if you could check on her before you continue on your way. Someone's spamming. There's 2 players that are spamming emotes to Edelstein. Eorzea and whatever. But where are they? Interesting.
Hold on, I won't be a second. The beast seemed peckish, so I gave it a taste of my axe. I know, as Eorzea never tires of reminding me. An axe ill becometh the hand of a scholar. What can I say? I like axes. To hear my mother tell it, I came into this world holding one.
She's got one cool axe though, look at that thing.
And it's not as if it stopped me picking up a quill, is it? I often think of the man who introduced me to the joys of learning. He's one of the reasons I decided to come to Eorzea. Him and my excruciatingly stiff childhood friend. Considering how unalike we are, it's a wonder we ever got on. The world's a strange old place, isn't it? Aye, that ought to do it. So far, so good. At these concentrations, it shouldn't matter too much if something goes awry. Just enough ether to make it interesting. Did you see that? The way the crystal glowed? The siphon works, I'm happy to say. With a few refinements, it should satisfy our appetite for ether, which just leaves the small matter of forging our blade. I'm not sure how to go about it just yet, but I swear to find a way. I'll put a blade in your hands if it's the last thing I do.
He senses me. A useful talent.
An Ascian. Are they onto us?
By your brand, I see you are an Archon of Garlean. Keeper of knowledge. Seeker of truth. Meddler.
I don't know what the hell's you're saying, but I don't much like your tone.
Your instincts serve you well. But come, be not unsettled on my account. That lovely brow was not made for frowns. But I waste my breath. Let me direct my words to one who understands them. We meet at last, warrior of light. I am Nabriales. And you have long been a thorn in my side. I suffered the overweening presence of La Habrea that men might host the power of gods, only for you to undo my hard work.
Oh, bugger.
Do settle down. You must concede that I acted in self-defense. But what's this? I do not sense the blessing of light. Oh dear. Could it be that frail Hydaelyn has forgotten her champion? This I did not foresee. Shorn of light as you are no longer a threat. And better yet, the seal is broken. Now is the time to claim the staff. With it in my grasp, I shall rise above them all and take my place at Lord Zodiac's right hand.
What did that bastard want with us? Nabriales, he calls himself. With charm like that, I'll bet he has maidens falling at his feet, unconscious. But this staff, you say just talking about it had the bastard grinning like a brat on his name day. Must be quite a staff. Oh, gods. He means Tupsimati, Master Louis Soir's staff. Minfilia's in danger. We have to get back to the Rising Stones.
Yep, that's the thing we've always seen in the cutscenes. Tupsimati. Going back to the Rising Stones. Now I said the Keeper of the Lake was the final dungeon. That's not true. Well, technically it's the final dungeon of A Realm Reborn, but there is still a trial, which I think we will unlock with this quest. You're here. Master Louis Soir's stuff is kept in the cellar, isn't it? Quickly now.
You two!
So, you were able to divine my intent. What now, warrior of light? Ah, but that name is no longer fitting. You have become decidedly dull, and quite incapable of barring my entry.
What do you mean?
You truly do not know.
Then I suppose it is only right that I enlighten you. The blessing of light kept you and your fellow meddlers safe. It was that which prevented my kind from entering your domain. My kind, I say, though it had no power over the likes of Elidibus and La Habrea. Being of this world, they could come and go as they please, while I could only look on. But I need look no longer. Now that the seal is gone, I mean to act. Unlike the others, I am not given to waiting. I shall take that staff and bring about the next rejoining.
Rejoining? Then it was your doing. The Isle of Val, the scholars, all of it.
You will not harm her!
Moonbreeder!
Why must you insist on forcing my hand? Did you learn nothing from our last meeting? Ah, but I forget. My words fall upon deaf ears.
The staff is but a broken relic, a memorial to the departed. What possible use could you have for it?
What use? You mean to say that all this time you kept the key, never knowing what it was you possessed? The staff Tupsimati, or rather the stone tablet it bears, is host to a great power. Together with the horn, it can be used to draw vast quantities of ether from its bearer's surroundings. How else do you think Louis Soir was able to invoke the power of the 12 without making them an offering of crystals? Summoning requires not only prayer, but a profusion of ether. Even a child knows that.
If I did not know before, you may be certain I do now. But above all, I know that we cannot allow this staff to fall into your hands. I will die before I let you take it.
Insufferable woman. I would happily end your miserable life here and now. Alas, Elidibus would never let me hear the end of it. Very well. If you will not part with the staff, I will take you too.
After them! Quickly! Before the rift closes!
Yeah, she's still alive for now. There we go. That's the final trial. Crystallis. I wonder how much... it's only 4 people, it seems. Oh, no, I made a mistake. Withdraw. I know what I did. This one also still active. Should be 8 people, I believe. Yeah, there we go. It's 8 people. It's a full party. Forget about me. Go. Well, I'm in the queue. I need to wait. Because we have to wait for the queue in order to progress. Unfortunately, it is quite late, so I'm hoping the queue will still pop. My plan was to stream till about 12 o'clock. Just checking for any triple triad possibilities. Nope. I think we did this one, but I'm gonna check anyway. I'm just teleporting, because we have to wait for the queue. There's nothing I can do. I can't progress the story until we beat this dungeon. It's not here either. Nothing here either. Southern Fenland. I don't think we've been here yet for triple triad. I reckon that zombie dude will probably have triple triad for us. What was his name? Hell? Vel? Hell? Hell, I think. H-A-L. Nothing here. Nothing there. Yeah. Okay, so it's literally the only dude that has something for us. The zombie dude. The music you heard playing there, that's Shiva's theme song, because we were riding on the mount from Shiva. That's the song you hear playing. There you go, the Crystallis. Ethereal Wrath, the Crystallis. He's absorbing way too many. This might hurt a little bit. All of the people were on the other side. Yeah, that's what I figured. That was gonna hurt quite a bit. Guess we'll try again. goes. Not Borealis. Secret Asian man. Thanks. Nephilia here. Nice, 3 commendations.
You're safe. Thank the 12.
You may have bested me this day, but what of the next? What of all the days to come? Remember, light no longer holds sway here. I may return whensoever I wish, again and again and again. Eventually, you will falter, and the staff will be mine. Until next time, Scions.
There...
I didn't mean to skip that. There will be no next time, that's what she was gonna say. She's absorbing him into the White Aura side.
What trickery is this? No. No. Cannot. No.
Use Tube Samati to gather ether. Quickly, before he breaks free! Concentrate. Call to mind the time you struck down La Habrea with the Blade of Light. Why won't it work? Is it because we lack the blessing of light?
Damn it. So much ether. And it still isn't enough.
Fools! No mortal prison can contain me! I shall make you pay for your insolence!
Please, Mother Heidelin, hearken to our plea. Lend us your divine light. Why can you not hear us? Do our words no longer reach you?
If only we had a bit more ether.
Moon Moonbreeder, what are you doing?
Master Louisoix, I understand now. The choice you made. In death, there is life. Farewell, Eorzea. You daft old coot.
Moonbreeder, no! You mustn't!
What? No! It cannot end! I am eternal! I am immortal!
She used her own ether, the one inside her body, the one that all living beings have, to strengthen the blade.
Moonbreeder. She's gone. You did it, my friend. The Ascian is dead. This device is a legacy of Moonbreeder's toils and sacrifice. I shall hold on to it for safekeeping.
Minfilia, are you all right?
I am.
Oh, we were surveying northern Thanalan when we received the distress call. We returned as swiftly as we were able.
It seems you have everything in hand, however.
What happened here? Where is Moonbreeder?
She gave her life to temper the Blade of Light. I have no words.
Rather than await the inevitable, she took her fate into her own hands.
Does Eorzea know?
My friend, there is something I must tell you.
I heard all, my lady. The moon sinketh, taking her leave of the heavens, yet her passing heraldeth the coming of a new day. Moonbreeder hath fulfilled her destiny, hath she not? Long ago, far across the seas in the Garlean motherland, Moonbreeder and I did study under the sage tutelage of Master Louisoix. Full oft did he impress upon us that knowledge existeth to serve the greater good. This sentiment, however, was contrary to the nation's policy of neutrality, which censured intercedence in the affairs of foreign lands. In spite of vehement opposition, he founded the Circle of Knowing, and journeyed hither to the heart of Eorzea. Through his noble sacrifice, was the realm spared its doom. Yet this great soul, whom all should rightly have honored, was branded a pariah in his own land. His peers did accuse him of forsaking his duty as a man of learning, and of meddling in the course of history. When he left Garlean behind, Master Louis Soir gave no word to signal his intent to Moonbreeder. Close as they were, as master and disciple, she was deeply wounded by the sudden exclusion from his confidence. Above all, however, she was confused. Try as she might, she could ill comprehend her master's motive. The slanders that were heaped upon him after his passing served only to inflame the turmoil within her. For years upon end, she knew not what to believe. Torn as she was twixt the man whom she revered and the man who forsook her and his duty both.
The Louis Soir I knew would never forsake his duty, much less one of his own.
This I know full well, my lady. 'Twas not for want of love that Master Louis Soir hid his intent. He but desired that Moonbreeder discover her own path, free of the shadow of his influence. Long did I contemplate revealing the truth to her, and long did I hold my peace. After all, was it not Master Louis Soir's wish that she come to the truth unaided? I told myself it was, and resolved to let her suffer. Knowingly did I deny my friend the comfort she craved. And now she hath gone to her rest, with doubt still in her heart. Speakest thou in earnest? Did Moonbreeder truly come to understand Master Louis Soir's will before the end? The realization hath set her free. She may now find the peace which hath for so long eluded her. Oh, Moonbreeder, my dearest, how I shall miss thee.
Moonbreeder gave her life that we might possess the means to defeat the Ascians. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. Let us continue her work on the Blade of Ether and see it to completion.
My lady, I would mourn Moonbreeder in mine own way. I beg your permission to return to the Waking Sands.
Of course, my friend. Take all the time you require. We shall be here should you have need of us.
I feel bad for Eorzea. It's the first time he actually, you can hear some emotion in his voice. Never have I seen Eorzea so utterly defeated. Yeah, that's what I said. No one should be made to suffer such grief. We shall gather in Garlean Manor to celebrate Moonbreeda's life and mourn her passing. In memory of Moonbreeda, Infinia wishes to gather the silence in honor of fallen Moonbreeda. As Moonbreeda was a native of Garlean, I feel it's only fitting that we gather before the Mark of the Scholar. Are you familiar with the stone? Yeah, where was it? Lanskea? Ah, no. It's in Mordona. It's a moment found at Raffrost, and it's sacred to Phaliac, guardian deity of the City of Learning. There shall we pray for our dear friend's soul, and bid her a peaceful return to the light of the Mother Crystal. Alright. I reckon we only have a few quests to go. How many? About 15 quests. That's still quite a long time. Because I know some of them are really long. So we got 15 main quests before we set foot in Heaven's Ward. Now 15 might seem like a lot, but if you scroll down this entire list, And then this list. Then I think we right now have about done 200 main quests. Give or take, 200. So we have 15 left. So yeah, it's definitely in not that much in comparison. Like the first, the 7th Umbral era main scenario ended at the Ultima weapon. Once you defeat him, you start the 7th Astral era. And then once you're finished that, so in about 15 quests, we will start with a Heavensward main scenario quest. Which will be from 50 to 60. So we'll be, yeah, entering a new story. But this story hasn't finished yet. We're gonna close that up. We're not gonna do it now. I'm gonna close up my stream. That's what I'm going to do. So I'll be ending my stream here. Hope you all enjoyed this video. If you liked the video, please leave it a like. If you're new to the channel and you'd like to help me out, please consider subscribing as well. Help me and my channel grow. While you're at it, if you have any tips, comments or suggestions, drop them down below and I'll reply to you as soon as I can. This is Daryl from Final Fantasy Fan, and I'll see you guys in the next Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. Thanks to Professor Void for joining. Thanks to my girlfriend for joining. As always, thank you, baby girl. And thank you, JP Gaming, for joining, as always. I hope to see you all in the next Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. Till then.